Hey, you guys. Hope you guys had a good day. Had to get on here and basically give you guys a kickback as promised. I'm gonna start off with Lele and Coco. Basically, Lele and Coco is to the point where Coco is saying that he is sick as well as Lele. My thing is I was in another content creator's actual video and it kind of brought it to my attention. And the things they were saying were valid points. Coco is to the point I think he's acting as though he's sick only because Tree says she's sick, which is kind of sick in his own self. Lele was to the point where she acted as though she was sick as well. She kept trying to come in front of the camera as well, and he kept telling her to go other places or whatever. But you could tell he was basically trying to deflect. I was actually in his live stream where he actually announced and said that he was sick. Now he's to the point where he was trying to play the role like he was, but I don't really think he was. And now that I saw it through the other person's actual eyes and actually saw them actually do the live stream the way they did and pointed out key things, no, he's not sick. It's to the point it's basically a little money grab in order to get simply from subscribers and most important get his views up because Coco has a plan. He knows it's close to time for people to be getting their income tax money. And just like he said, his true supporters, which is in other words, in my mind, not supporters, people that actually he using are to the point where they are willing to give him money. Now, Coco started out on Facebook doing that same attempt when he first left Trees. He was doing a money grab. He would be to the point where he would post his cash up all the time. And with him being to the point where he had left Trees, a lot of people to the point they was leaving Trees coming over there where he was, and he was basically giving them what they want to hear, a lot of secrets about Trees. Now he's fast forward, he's basically with Lele. Lele to the point where she is taking center stage and she's always in front of the camera. I noticed when she first got with him, she would always look dead into the camera and you could tell that she was real comfortable being there. Not saying what's something wrong with that, but what I'm trying not to understand is she's on three platforms and he was to the point where he basically had to build those platforms from the ground up and she just walked through the door and actually get all the clout. That makes sense. Now they actually do TikToks together as well. I've watched a couple of their TikToks. Now I'm not to the point where I'm a hater or nothing like that. I'm just pointing out what I see. But yeah, Lele's to the point she is a CNA. So it's fast forward. Coco was staying with his actual brother and his sister-in-law. Now they actually are, might as well say they living together. Now, every time he go live lately over there, normally he be cooking, but this time he was on the live stream just talking or whatever. People throwing out hints of possible things that he might have and possible remedies. He gets to the point where he gets irate because people are always in the comments saying stuff about this and that. I guess he one of those type of people. He wanted them to agree with what he said. Coco has truly changed. He's not the same way he was on Facebook. He like was a little more humble then. Now he got the little, I guess, the cloud and the little fan base. He's to the point where he just feel like he can speak to the people any kind of way. So eventually he got to the point he got tired of. I guess, in other words, in his mind, I guess he was tired of telling them whatever now makes sense. He already had a little storyline going, and I guess somebody was gonna ruin it by saying what they were kept saying in the chat. I'm not gonna say it in my chat because I don't want to get striked or anything like that. But yeah, it's obvious that it's a money grab, and not to mention somebody actually showed a video of them out and about tonight. And my thing is, if he's to the point he quote came back this morning, quote unquote, said he's feeling better now, he's taking care of Lele. My thing is, if she still sick, why y'all out and about? There was a video surfing them at a restaurant. He was actually eating waffles and whatever it was on his finger. I don't know if potatoes or it was whipped cream or whatever it was. But whatever it is, that person kept pointing to it and letting us see that it was still on his finger. And that person, word not mine, is probably why he's still sick, allegedly. My thing is, Coco was never sick in the first place. But people kept throwing him hints because I know I did. I told him to get some sea moss. But yeah, my dilemma is with her being in the medical field, it's no problem, no telling what she contracted and probably came home or whatever, vice versa. But to hear from a different perspective that they're not even sick, that's a horse of a different color. My thing is that's a basic scam. I don't care what he says, but I noticed he got a strategy over there. He always going live. He not to the point where he make videos and upload them. And I understood why now, because if he do it like that, he not only get he's to the point where he can get a lot of memberships, and most importantly, he get what he really wants, and that's super chats. Now he was over on Facebook. He was always post his cash up. Now I guess he hadn't gotten to the point where he able to add it over there and put it on the screen his actual cash up. But I think most of the people that normally post to him, they already know. Now he called himself got two moderators over there, but there a lot of times like they be doing other stuff besides moderating. But yeah, his actual family as a result, they got a little thing going on too on Facebook. They actually call themselves the Garner Gang. But yeah, Coco doing his thing. He doing what he's been doing. But my thing is, I'm trying to figure out why he not trying to really get into the loop and maybe sell merch and most importantly get his ass going. I guess he hasn't really got a feel for YouTube. He's to the point he's a newbie still, but he does have a fan base. But it's to the point where he's not using it to his advantage. If that makes sense. But yeah, he's doing what he feel he do is, and that's get over and do something and get views. So he using the six storyline, but it's convenient that he doing it now that Treese can sit. And then another thing I learned and realized too, allegedly, is that Lele was to the point she was so irate that supposedly, allegedly, that Treese messed with her Facebook. But I'm thinking it was Coco that did it just to get her rattled and most importantly get some views. Now I noticed when Lele get in front of that camera, she's extra comfortable, and the reason why, in my mind, allegedly, she's trying to build her platform, get all the clout she can off of this situation. Number one, and number two, she basically trying to get all the clout for her channel from his particular channel, but he's not paying attention. Now Lele, a lot of time I think bring him more views, and that's pretty much why he always let her sit in front of that actual live stream. She a lot of times be trying to walk away, but he be trying to encourage her to sit there. But he wasn't trying to do that today because I guess he figured she was gonna blow his cover. Now somebody made a running joke about how she was big and wide, and it's kind of shady because she already expressed when we first met her on the scene that she had a BBL and had work on her body. And people making rough like this saying, nope, she ain't had no work on her body. That's how she shaped. She just big and wide. But what else I noticed that when somebody kept calling her, she's made reference and said that was her son. My thing is, your son, why you didn't pick up? I think the reason why she probably didn't pick up, number one, she wanted to be bothered. Number two, she probably figured he wanted some money. She probably wasn't ready to break away and go. But my thing with Coco and them is, I think Coco gonna get his heart handed to him, and most importantly, he'll be looking dumb in the end. When Lele get all the clout she want off of him, I think eventually she's gonna fizzle out from him and leave him. That is, unless he rear his ugly head and he begin to act like he did with Treese, and it's gonna happen sooner than later. Now I'm not believing that Lele just with him. You know what I'm saying? How she just popped up on the scene, next thing you know, she popped right in his lap and they together, boom, they're a couple. Something ain't right and this and that. Now people speculating saying that they actually used to be neighbors back in the day. Even for the sake of argument, that's true. That still does not account for the fact that how she just plopped in front of his lap and already got three platforms going. But it is what it is. Maybe Coco will be to the point where what he did to Treese, he'll end up receiving it back. Because a lot of people kept saying if he was to the point he was sick, if he was with Treese would have bought all kind of stuff to help him. So he really to the point he realizing probably slowly that he lost a good thing in her, in that is nothing else in the aspect that she took care of him. And I for one can vouch for that. And I don't even know him personally. She really was buying him equipment to actually do a thing where he actually was washing cars. She was buying him pressure wash, anything he wanted. She even bought him some little attachment to go on the riding lawnmower. Anything she could get for him, she would do it. And this even in the midst of running her own business. You know what I'm saying? He never once was to the point was helping her with nothing. But when he got to the point he could get the clout and leave, I think he felt like he was feeling himself. Now I think probably in the back of his mind thinking to himself he wish he had stayed on with her because he really would have had clout over there with her, and most importantly he'd been taken care of. See, lately to the point where she makes him do stuff. She made him her do boy. If you pay attention to some of the stuff she do, he's always cooking for her. He doing everything for her. Now when he was with Trees, it was a difference. He wasn't doing all that, and he was to the point he really was. I thought he was kind of shy to the camera. He really a lot of times when she put him on the camera, he'd give a look like, "Why are you putting the camera on me?" But I think now he got a taste of that fame, and it went to his head. He doing the most, and he's doing that kind of tactic he can to not only get money for supporters, but to get the views up. Now I don't see him that much on Facebook unless he maybe post and let people know he's over there on YouTube. But they say his TikTok is popping, so it is what it is. But me personally, if he was smart, he would still do skits on his channel. That would be his content, not always just going live. Because he did do a skit of the trees called Pumpkinhead, where he had his actual little nieces and nephews, and it was actually hilarious. It's actually on his page called Ask the OJ. When I tell, I'm sorry, OG. When I tell you that thing was funny, but yeah, I guess Trees to the point where she really don't care. She ain't really saying much over there. They make an accusation, but I guess she over there, as they say, living her best life. She ain't to the point where she bothers. She don't even address it no more. But Lele be to the point where she interjecting herself in the drama. I think allegedly now that somebody broke it down to me, I guess she doing it for her views on her channel as well. But I know she be going live over there sometime. You know, she building her fan base, just like I said. And I think she probably waiting on the perfect opportunity to leave him. Now she also not trying to gonna get me to believe that she don't have nobody on the side. Now I could be wrong, but I really don't think that this is a lie because nothing about Coco says that Lele would be attracted to him outside the fact that he got clout from YouTube. He got a fan base and Facebook as well. Now my thing is, while that's true, or people saying they this and they that, why when he got to the point he need to leave, why he didn't go to her house instead of Treese? I mean, the math ain't math, and it make it sense. But yeah, I had to go ahead and give y'all guys my 2 cents on the Lele and Coco situation. I will personally be tuned in to see what else I can get y'all as far as receipts or whatever I feel on my unbiased opinion. Like I told everybody, I ain't a hater. You can go over there and check him out. He is on YouTube. Ask the OG. Miss Lele X has a channel as well, Miss Lele, and they actual names I'm giving out are on all three of their platforms. I personally to the point I don't want to see nobody fall or whatever, but it is what it is when you to the point where you get that particular spotlight the wrong way. But yeah, I think it's one of those things where he gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, and eventually, he gonna have to move and shake and do something else. Because you gotta understand, a lot of times this thing ain't to the point where it's gonna be permanent. It might be a temporary thing, but you gotta be prepared in between. But yeah, hopefully, guys, he'll get together, and most importantly, supporters will wake up. But guess what? I don't think they will, because at the end of that day, they are blinded by what he's doing. They most probably don't understand what is being did. You understand? But it is what it is, and Coco gonna still be him. He gonna still do him, and supporters are gonna support. But yeah, you guys, I had an excellent Sunday. Out to the point I was able to get in there and cook me something and stir around a little bit, But it is what it is. It's cheers to the weekend is over. It's now time to get back to grind mode, which is work. I had a great Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I hope you guys had the same going on with you. I'm personally ready for New Year's Eve because your girl is going to a rooftop celebration this year. I tried to do something different. And I really think that it's going to be a really good thing for me, especially considering that, I hadn't been nowhere in a minute outside of work. So to the point I get a chance to let my hair down, as they say. Yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to the new year. And it's like I tell everybody, I'm manifesting some things, a lot of things I have been doing behind the scenes. And I know that 2022 is going to be a good year for me. I'm ready to be positive about it. And most importantly, I'm ready to receive what is rightfully mine. And most importantly, what I prayed for. Now, I hope you guys are to the point you're doing the same thing within your life. You're being positive. But yeah, you guys that actually are new subscribers, I actually am so glad you're here. I hope you enjoy the content. If you're to the point it's something you want to see, leave me something in the comments. Let me know. I'm the type of person. Bad publicity is better than no publicity. And most importantly, I'm not the type of person that criticism I can't take it because if you're to the point where you tell me something, it might be something I miss, and then again, it might be something I can get on right on. If that makes sense. But yeah, you guys, the ones that actually been rocking me from day one, I appreciate it as well. And those who are undecided, it's nothing to decide. Go ahead and subscribe, and most importantly, hit the like button, hit that bell. Make sure you get all my actual videos when I drop. But I'm to the point now, I will be still, like I told y'all, dropping videos at nighttime. I'm not gonna be concentrating so more in the daytime, but I'll maybe guarantee you 2 lives a week. I can do that to you, and I'll continue to upload my reactions for you guys. Now I hadn't been to the point where I was able to drop in on Tuna, as they say, aka Live, and see what she got going on. But I do have a video up. Hope you guys go over there and check it out. Make sure you like and subscribe over there. It's a video about Jazzy life. It's basically legendary meets the family. And make sure you do what y'all been doing. I appreciate the love on that too. Y'all keep running up that Coco and Lele video. Get that video to 1K. And I appreciate y'all. It's nothing but love on my end, and most importantly, I'm to the point where I see y'all are supporting me, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep giving you nothing but the best content. And what I will do is tell you guys good night, and most importantly, I will see you guys on another one.